I'm Palo, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a professionally signed actress out of Chicago and Los Angeles, and I've been training, auditioning, and working in the entertainment industry since 2014. I am also an A-list actor on the Scenebot app, as well as an Act Backtrack actor on the Scenebot app, which I will talk about more in this video. The whole premise of this video is I get a lot of direct messages on Instagram for people asking a bunch of questions about the Scenebot app, and so I collected about 9 of my most frequently asked questions, and I'm going to try to answer all of them to the best of my ability. So the first question I have is, what is Scenebot? Scenebot is a free app for anyone who is already an actor or is looking to become an actor and get into this industry. There's a bunch of different people who use it, people who have representation, people who don't have representation, people who have a bunch of experience, and people who don't have any at all. Scenebot is a great start for all of those types of people. The whole premise of Scenebot is to get seen. What this means is there's tons of industry professionals on the app, casting directors, managers, agents, all looking at all the auditions that come through the app each and every month. A couple thousand auditions come through every month, so what these industry professionals usually do is look at the honorable mentions and the top selects. So that's kind of how these industry professionals find talent on the app, and that's how you get seen essentially. And my second question is, do you have to pay for Scenebot? Like I said, Scenebot is a free app that gives you access to scripts every month to tape an audition and send it in for the monthly competition, and that is totally free. Creating an account is totally free. Voting for top selects, all of that is free. But Scenebot does offer an alternate plan called their Pro plan, which is $19.95 every year, and some benefits that are included in that plan are you can have up to 3 children on a parent's account, you get access to 5 extra scenes to choose from each month, you get professional feedback on your monthly auditions, and this comes through the email, and they, give their feedback on how you presented your character, your facial expressions, your energy, all of which are very important things. You also get included in the industry talent book, and you get to ask industry experts questions, and there is more benefits to come in the future. The third question I've been asked is, how do you prepare for a scene? There are many, many ways to prepare for a scene, and what I would recommend first starting with is, of course, to select a scene. So what you want to look for is just whether it's a comedic, dramatic, or a scene with you have to do an accent with. You want to find the scene that best resonates with you, that you feel that you can give your best performance in and best showcase your talents, your personality, your energy, and who you are. And like I said, it could be comedic, dramatic, whatever you want to do. So you want to first select your scene. Then what you're going to want to do is analyze your scene. You're going to want to read through it all, find out what the character's like, what their backstory may be, who they're talking to, how they're talking to them, how they're feeling. You want to kind of figure out what's going on in the entirety of the script, and that gives you a better understanding of how to act. The third thing you're going to want to do, and this is probably the most important thing, is to memorize your script. I say memorize because, think of if you're the casting director or the agent or manager who is watching your audition and you're just like this the whole time, reading off your lines. The person watching it can't make a connection with you if you're just looking down at a paper the whole time. So that's what's one of the most important things about memorizing your script is it allows you to make a connection with the person who is watching, and it also just enables you to just free up and just give your best performance because you're not worrying about reading off a paper. You're able to just be free and express yourself in your scene the way you want to. The fourth thing after you kind of memorize it, and this kind of goes into play with everything else, is you want to practice. And if you can't practice out loud, if your home's really loud or you get kind of embarrassed, that's fine, but my best recommendation is to practice your script out loud. There are a couple ways to do this, whether you're just pacing back and forth, just reading your lines out to yourself, or if you can get a family member, a guardian, a friend whoever's around you. If you can have someone read with you, that's also another great way to practice, or just, going over it. You just want to make sure that you're actually saying your lines out loud before you actually do your scene. And that again just helps you to best figure out how you want to portray your character, how you want to act. People kind of have their own ways of preparing for their scene, but I would say that's how I prepare, and that's probably the most basic way for someone to prepare. My next question is, how much time should I dedicate to a Scenebot script? This also again is personal preference, unique to every person, but I would say go with your gut feeling when you feel like you get the best take, but also you want to make sure that you're memorized, that you don't have any stray hairs in the way, that your clothing's all in line. You want to make sure that you look your best, that you look your most presentable, because these are agents and managers and casting directors who are watching, and you want to make sure you put your best foot forward for this. Just however much time you need to prepare, when you feel like you have the best take, that's how much time you should dedicate to it. The next question is, can Scenebot help me get a role or get a manager or agent? Yes, that's one of the most basic features of the app, is to get seen by all these industry professionals. But it is super, super, super important that you understand that it's not a guarantee that if I go on the Scenebot app, I'm definitely going to get a manager or agent. That's not a guarantee, because how can anyone know? But the app, by doing it every month and getting yourself out there and practicing and watching other people and, making honorable mentions, making top selects, just submitting an audition, increases your chances dramatically. And like I said, if you're a person who has no experience, no representation of acting beforehand, Scenebot is probably the easiest and most efficient and safe way for you to get yourself in front of these agents and managers. And as you keep, submitting auditions every month and getting yourself out there and practicing and getting better and improving your skills, you're getting in front of all these agents and managers, and who knows, you could get signed, you could get reached out to through Scenebot, and it has happened through people. You can go on the Scenebot app or the Scenebot website and you can read success stories, you can go on their Instagram and you see. So it has worked for people to get an agent or manager, but it's really important to understand that it's not a guarantee, but it's a great way to start. Next question is, how did I hear about Scenebot? Actually, I heard about Scenebot through my manager in Chicago, Management by Morgan. They have a close relationship with the developers of the Scenebot app, and people at MBM, the talent there. We were asked to take part in the beta test before the app was even launched. So that's how I heard about Scenebot, through its baby stages, essentially, and I've been working at it ever since. What is the Act Back track? So what I mentioned earlier about me being an Act Back track actor, the Act Back track is a pre-recorded scene partner, essentially, within the script that you choose, that you can access within the app. So let's say you want to submit an audition, but you don't have anyone who will read with you or don't have anyone available. That's totally fine, because you have the Act Back track, and that's just a pre-recorded actor who already has the your scene partner's scenes acted out, essentially. So you can just go right along with your lines. You can adjust the timing of the Act Back track so that it falls in place with yours. And so it's really cool, because you can shoot a scene without anyone there, but there's someone in the app. So some of my scenes that I've done the Act Back track for are featured on the app, and I hope I can see some people who are using my track. The next question I get asked a lot is, how do I make it to the top selects? So the best way to make it to the top selects is just to keep submitting auditions every single month. I mean, this just helps you to increase your skills, to get a broader sense of, what you want to do. And you're also watching so many other people and how they portray their characters, what choices they make. So the best way to make top selects is just to keep at it every single month and just get better and better and better and improve. How you can make the top 10 is tell your parent, if you're already in the top selection, you want to make it to the top 10, tell your family, friends, coworkers, whoever, tell them to download the app and to get on and vote for you, because the more the merrier. And you just want to keep at the app every single month. That's the best way to keep going so you can make the top selects. My last question that I get asked a lot is, what has Scenebot done for me? So much, because like I said, I've been with this app since its baby stages. And a funny story is, this past January, Scenebot flew me out to Los Angeles, their headquarters in Los Angeles, to record the Act Back track. So that in itself was my first trip to Los Angeles, and Scenebot, they were the people who brought me out there. And they've also really helped me to improve how I do self-tapes, you know, like at home with myself, you know, just because I'm on my own every month. I get to make my own choices. Scenebot has also helped me to connect with so many amazing other actors and actresses through the app, you know, voting for them, watching their auditions. It just really helps you to just see what's going on around you. And sometimes the best way to learn is just by watching other people. They've done so much, and I honestly could make like a separate video in and of itself just talking about everything that Scenebot has done for me. But just the biggest thing is just getting yourself out there. That's what Scenebot helps with. It's free, it's safe, and the whole community behind it, the people using it, are all so kind and just want to help lift each other up. I hope that I answered all the questions the best that I could, and if you ever have any more questions, just feel free to visit my acting business Instagram at Palo Official. You can comment on my pictures, direct message me there, or comment on this video. But I'd love to hear what you guys thought about this. If you liked this video, if it was really helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope I answered all your questions.